What's up, my fellow adult collectors, and welcome to SeViLion Collectibles. In this video, I'll be talking about the recently released NECA Street Scene Diorama. This set was originally created to tie into the 1990 Ninja Turtles line, so it's in scale with those figures. After the release of that version, NECA went and made a more generic version that stripped away all the Turtles licensing. That brings us back to the one that I have, so here in just a moment, I'll be breaking this bad boy out the box. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, my name is SeViLion, and here I'd like to discuss action figures and other collectibles based on my favorite movies, TV shows, and video games. If you find this video enjoyable or informative, please give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let me make something very clear right up front. This thing is huge and has a lot of pieces. It did take me about an hour to put together, but I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on that here because this thing has been around for a little while now, and there's probably other videos that would showcase that better, so I'm going to just get on to it being fully built. Every now and then you might see glares or reflections from my ring light in the windows, but just ignore those, or you can pretend it's moonlight. So once it's fully put together, this thing is just awesome. This is easily the best fully 3D diorama I've ever owned. Of course, growing up, I did have things like the Ghostbusters house playset and the Turtle Sewer or the Technodrome, but this just knocks all of those out of the water. Of course, I know the target audience was a little bit different back then because those were targeted to us as kids, while this is targeted to us as adults. This set does offer a little bit of customization, like exactly where you place all of the windows, the air conditioner, and the door on the other side. Can be a little bit mixed-matched around, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty consistent. Technically, you can leave a window pane or two out, and you could leave figures on the inside because it is still hollow in there, but for the most part, you're just playing around on the outside. Also, the cityscape image up top does have a daylight version as well, but mine will probably stay night. So you know this looks great with NECA figures, but what about other brands and lines? WWE and AEW figures aren't too bad off, but you'll probably keep them in a ring or something like that anyway. Hasbro, Marvel Legends, and Power Rangers are going to look the smallest next to the building. Both McFarlane Toys and Storm Collectibles do sit in that same 7-inch range that NECA does, so they'll look really good as well. Since this isn't exactly a typical review of mine, I can't really go through my complete guidelines list, so instead, I'll just tell you what I'm taking points off for. Uniqueness, because it's not a new sculpt, instead it's just a repaint of the original Ninja Turtles diorama. And pricing, because it is a bit expensive, being over $100 plus shipping, depending on where you're buying it from. Making the final score an 8 out of 10 stars, meaning it is still excellent and a must own for all fans. Before I go, I do want to mention that I've started a brand new Discord server called SeViLion's Collector Shelf as a place for all my fellow collectors to be able to get together and talk outside of the YouTube comments. I'll put a link for it down in the description. I'll probably use this server as a way to kind of make notes of what I'm doing in between videos, since it has gotten me more spaced out lately.